Don't nothing move but the money, people. Bright and early, Connecticut. I'll drop this load off real quick. We'll move these damn buggies out my way so I can back up. Drop this thing off. A little bit of repower action. Step deck, stung the yard. Get it, D. Woo. Mama ain't raised no hoe. Y'all want to see what it look like in New York City? There you have it right there. Work zone, traffic barely fucking moving. 24 fucking minutes. Boy, I had to pull over quick. Boy, I'm pushing it tonight. I had to pull over first place I could get. It's a tight ass spot. Hope I don't gotta back out. Maybe I'm gonna go up there and check that corner out, see if I can go around that corner. pushing the clock, man. Been running all day. Had to go pick a load up. By the time I got there, I seen another Melton truck already there. When I got there, I said, yeah, cause when I pulled up, I seen a building to the right, and I thought that was the building I was supposed to be at. But I went to the front door and it was locked. So I said, that must not be the right place. So I turned around. I seen another Melton truck behind me at another building. I said, okay, that's the place right there. So I pull in, talk to the guy, tell him what I'm here for and all that. He's like, all right, turn around. He was like, drive around back, turn around, I want you to back in. So I had to back down this path. And I ain't talking about no just straight back path. I'm talking about like a damn traffic circle type path. So I had to blindside around a little circle, then head straight back, straight down the path. And if you didn't go straight, you was gonna end up in a field that was on my right hand side. So after I do the difficult part and get around the damn little traffic circle, blindside, matter of fact, looking out my right window. So the guy come running out the front door. He like, hey, bud. I'm like, what up, man? He like, what are you picking up? He like, where is this load going to? I'm like, Houston, Texas. I mean, I already thought I was going to Houston, Texas. I was about to get my little flip playlist out, you know, swinging, Pimp C, listen to a little UGK head down there. So the guy come running out. Hey, where Houston? I said, Houston. He said, we only got one load going to Houston, and he's loading it right now. I said, oh, hell. So I went and talked to the other Melton driver. I was like, hey, man, let me check your load out real quick. So I checked out his load. Let me check my hours. 13 minutes off duty. This the only place I could pull over to, man. I just went through New York. Man, that traffic was crazy. Coming out of Connecticut, going through New York, traffic was crazy, man. I was coming up this hill just then. I had to go through a toll booth, but you know, we got the easy pass and all that. So as I'm going up, it's like 5 lanes of traffic. I'm talking about hectic ass traffic. So I know I gotta go through the toll booth. GPS is telling me get in the left lane. So as I'm going up the left lane, ain't no way I can get back over to the other side, man. It's too much traffic. I'm talking about these motherfuckers driving wild, bro. So I'm like, God damn. So as I'm going up the hill, I get a notification on the Qualcomm, drive-wise, inspection, weight station, whatever it say. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, man, please let me get a bypass. Please, bypass. So I'm going up the mountain, riding. I get 1 mile out. I'll give you another notification. 1 mile out. Get to the top. No bypass. Pull in unless closed. I'm like, oh shit. I got like 3 lanes to my right side. I'm like, man, I can't even see the weight station. I'm like, man, where is it at? I don't know where that weight station was at. I was looking for it, you know, if I would have had, I didn't want to run past it. State trooper come out chasing behind me. So as I'm coming up, I'm looking. I'm like, man, if I gotta hit my blinker, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just have to bypass, and if he chased me, I had to let him know, like, officer, it wasn't safe for me to get over. So as I'm going up the mountain, man, next thing I know, I see a sign. It say, if you got the easy pass, stay in the left lane. And I looked over there on the right. I seen the little place where you pay if you don't have easy pass. So I said, man, that saved me right there. And I kept going. I see all these other trucks pulling in there. I'm like, yeah, they must don't have easy pass. Another great reason to come to Melton, so you don't got to deal with stuff like that. So anyway, back to my story. So the guy come running. I talked to the Melton driver. Melton driver's like, yeah, man, I'm picking up a load to go to Houston. I was like, all right, man. Well, let me call the dispatcher real quick. Called the dispatcher. He was asking me what fleet I was in. I'm in fleet, I believe it's 33 or 30. One of them. DM named Daniel. And I was like, what fleet are you in? He was like, I think he said fleet 20. And I took a beautiful picture today of the two trucks side by side. Melton, I sent it to Melton. They said they was gonna post it. So if y'all happen to see that picture, that was the other guy's truck. So anyway, oh yeah, Melton, see this video? Give the guy some free bungees. This was my second load. This was his second load, and I gave him my chains because he had 12 chains, and we traded tarps because the load was already tarped, which I helped him tarp because, you know, ain't no reason for me to sit in my truck with nothing to do, and this guy is loaded and he's over there tarping. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. So I went over there. I mean, I don't need no award for that, but I helped the guy anyway because, you know, we both work for Melton, picking up the same load. I didn't have nothing to do but sit there and drink coffee. So I helped the guy. But yeah, Melton, get the guy some free bungees because he forgot and I forgot too. And he probably didn't even think, I don't know if he thought of it yet, but I thought of it like 30 minutes down the road. I said, damn, this guy, he's supposed to count the bungees he used and I'm supposed to give him the bungees. But we both forgot, so rookie mistake. So anyway, as he's telling me who his dispatcher is, I'm calling my dispatcher. His dispatcher answers the phone. I'm like, oh man, this is the one, this is who he just said, Sheena. So I'm like, all right. So I tell her the story, you know, both of us here pick up the same load. She's like, all right, we'll get back to you, yada, yada, whatever they got to do in the office, take care of that. So long story short, we ended up sitting there for about an hour and a half. We finally ended up changing trailers. I got his trailer, he got mine. So, you know, we switched and I'm headed down to PA. I don't know if I'll be able to make it down there in time. I'm supposed to be there at 7 o'clock. Let me see how many hours I got left. I had to stop because I only had, right now, let's see, 18 minutes. I've been off duty. It's saying I only have 10 minutes available, but it should reset when I get this 30 minutes. So let's see what I got. 11 hours driving. I got 4 hours, 36 minutes. Let me see how long it's gonna be before I get to Pennsylvania. Let's check it out. 3 hours, 7 minutes. And I got 4 hours and 36 minutes. I suppose right now I should be there at 12:30. I mean, I believe I can make it, but the only fucked up thing is, if I do make it, I'm not gonna say 12:30. I might, I mean, cause this is just Google Maps telling me, you know, they're going off car speeds. I might get there at 1 o'clock or whatever. I'm not sure. I mean, I want to be there. I want to be there, but I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm parked behind an Applebee's, I believe, right now. So I'm just waiting on this clock to reset. I get back on the road. Hey, shout out to all my new subscribers. Been checking in with me, telling me how much they like my channel. Hey, y'all motivate me. Like I said in my other video, I can either talk to y'all or talk to myself. Oh, this truck just moved. There's a truck in front of me. I guess he cheating too. Pulling in behind this building. But hell, this is the first place I could stop, man, because I couldn't stop on that interstate. It was just too damn hectic. But anyway, I'll check in later. I like how this light hitting me right now. If my baby happened to see it, maybe she might think I'm handsome. But I know my hair fucked up, because I ain't had a haircut in like a month. And I look rough as hell. Let's see what I got. 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes. I guess 10 more minutes is gonna reset. My DOT time is down to 8. Let's check this again. 11 hours driving. 4 hours, 36 minutes. Let me pull up, cause this guy, let me pull up real quick. Let me pull up. All right, people, check in later. Got some good news. I got some bad news, people. I'm out of hours. I gotta sit for 10 hours. Yeah, I was thinking my clock was gonna reset, but it didn't. I had to call Tulsa and get a little explanation from nighttime dispatcher. And hey, I was thinking, I mean, cause I was off duty mostly the whole day. You know, waiting around. I dropped my load this morning. I was off duty there. Got to the repower point where I repowered with the first guy. I was off duty there, so and now I know my 14 hours starts from the minute I go to hit that pre-trip. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna get a little smarter about that. I'm gonna get a little smarter about that right there. Cause I ran out of hours like 3 days in a row, and I'm not trying to run all my hours out. Cause I'll have to end up taking a 34. I mean, but man, I ain't had no choice, man. I mean, hell, I got delayed down in Alabama when I picked up my first load. Wasted about 4 hours sitting there when I could have been on the road and able to shut it down early. I mean, I've been running non-stop since I got this truck. Now I gotta figure out. Tomorrow's 15th. Now I gotta send in this macro. ETA update, unable to make delivery appointment. I mean, for no other reason than the fact that I don't got enough hours to get there. Reason, ran out of hours. Ran out of hours. Now, let me see something. Let me see what time it is. I'm about to go ahead and hit sleeper berth right now. Cause I mean, ain't nothing I can do. Sleeper berth, bam. Let me check this real quick. Summary. Okay, right there, graph. Let's see what time I went off duty. I went off duty at 8:05. 8:05 Central Time. So let's see legally what time I can get up in the morning and run. So that's 10:05. So let's say 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Central Time. So it's going to be 7 o'clock tomorrow for me. So that's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I'll be able to run legally. I got 200 miles. So 200. You dispatch at 50 miles an hour. So 200 divided by 50 is 4. So I should be there at 12. But got to deal with traffic and all that. I'm gonna have to do a load check. 200 miles. That's kind of, yeah, every 150 do a load check. I'll probably be there tomorrow around 1 or 2 o'clock. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that it happened like that, but I mean, hell, nothing I could do. Ran out of hours. Let's go for, not even once. Okay, 200 miles, 50 miles an hour. That's 4 hours. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4. Let's go for 12. Nothing I could do. Ran out of hours. Drove to the last minute. When I pulled over, I forgot what it was, but it's gonna be on this video. Drove to the last minute. Drove to the last minute. Ran out of hours. I wonder if that senior dispatcher gonna read this one. Hey, I mean, it ain't my fault, man. If I would have picked up the load on time at 1 o'clock, like I was supposed to pick it up, you know, things would have been different. I was supposed to pick up the load. Actually, I was supposed to pick it up at 1:30 in Massachusetts. And maybe took an hour to get loaded. I could have been back on the road at 3 o'clock. I mean, I didn't leave from there till, man, what time did I leave that place? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now what time I left. I ain't even told y'all the good news yet. Ran out of hours, drove to the last minute. Okay, Seeing that, I'm gonna tell y'all what time I left from Massachusetts, and I'm gonna tell you how long I sat there and wasted when I could have been on the road. Okay, let's see. Driving, Palmertown. Okay, that's when I left. So I drove at, what's that, 15, 16. At 4:54, I started driving. 4:54, I started driving. I drove 242 miles. So, what's the duration? Duration, 4 hours. Okay, so what I just tell y'all about 50 miles in 1 hour. Okay, so I drove for 4 hours. So 4 hours times 50, that's 200. I drove 242 miles. So yeah, do the math on that. I did way more than the average. Get what I'm saying? 50 miles an hour. I drove for 4 hours. So 50 miles an hour, the way Melton times it, 50 miles per hour. I drove 4 hours and 11 minutes. I drove 242 miles. So yeah, I went above the average. So yeah, it's out of my hands. I did what I could. I pushed it. I was in the hammer lane. And man, that traffic was terrible coming out of down Connecticut. Coming out of Connecticut, going into New York, going over them fucking bridges, and you got like 5-6 lanes of traffic. That shit ain't no fucking joke. Let's look at this some more. Okay. So I looked at the driving when I left from Massachusetts. Okay, let's see how long I was off duty in Massachusetts. which I got about 3 hours. I got like 3 hours and some change before I get. I said 12 o'clock. Like I'm giving myself 4 or 5 hours to get there. I was off duty in Massachusetts for 3 hours. So yeah, if I wouldn't have been off duty in Massachusetts so long, maybe I would have made it to the repower point. So hey, I did what I could, man. I did what I could. Hartford, Connecticut. That's after I dropped my load off. After I dropped my load off and left there and went to the other place. So from Connecticut to Massachusetts, it took 48 minutes. It took me to get from Hartford to Massachusetts. Hey, I've been pushing it, man. I've been pushing it. I've been nothing but productive since I got here, and I don't want to beat myself up about it because they know the same thing I know. They know I went on duty at 7 o'clock and they only got 14 hours of work. So hey, yeah, they know. 14-hour clock. I did the best I could. All right, well, don't cry over spilled milk. I didn't make it to the repower point. I'll make it tomorrow. The good news that I never told y'all, it's the good news. Let me get this camera out. The good news. I pulled over. Hey, when I crossed over that damn bridge, I don't know if it's New Jersey, New York, what. When I crossed that bridge, I had like 12 minutes left to get parked. And I'm glad I actually didn't pull, because at first I was going to pull off on the side of the road. That's the first what I was going to do, but the traffic was just too bad. I said, nah. So I said, the first exit I get off on, I'm just going to find like a shopping center or something to pull into. But as soon as I pulled off, I didn't see nowhere, so I drove down the road a little bit. I mean, hey, don't never try to bust a U-turn. What you got to do, you just got to hit a block and go around the block 3 times to get you back where you was at. I believe this is a Starbucks beside me. a Starbucks or Applebee's. One of the two. But I seen Starbucks on the map, so I'm about to find it. Yeah, I'm about to get. If that I seen it on the map. I don't know where exactly where it's at, but I'm like, hold on. Some kind of restaurant. And I don't know what's over there. But I'm about to get out, and we about to find out. Hey, if y'all ever in a situation, man, where you know you gotta pull over quick as you can, you gotta do what you gotta do. I just had to pull in real quick. I went behind the building. This is where I'm at. Let's go get something to eat. AutoZone. I don't need enough from AutoZone. Neighborhood Bar and Grill. Applebee's. Oh, there's Starbucks. Let's get some coffee, people. First, I'm gonna get something to eat, because I'm starving. Looks like I gotta shut it down, people. Curtains closed. Applebee's parking lot. No shower for me tonight. Can't make it to the truck stop. But little advice for y'all, man. Whenever you're in a situation where you can't take a shower, change your socks, change your underwear, change your t-shirt, get you some baby wipes, do what you gotta do. Make sure you change your underwear, at least. Underwear, socks, you gotta change them, man. Even if you can't take a shower, just make sure you change them. Because your feet will get stinking. Your underwear will be stinking. Don't do it, man. Just change stuff out. When you sleeping in parking lots like this, I'm right beside the Applebee's. When I was inside Applebee's eating, I don't know what's back there behind me, but I seen a couple people walking, look like homeless people. I don't know where they were going to. But little advice when you're in places like this, I just triple check my doors, hit the button, looked at the door, made sure it unlocked, locked, triple checked it. Make sure you lock your doors, people. Stay safe. All right, I'm shutting it down tonight because I'm going to try to get up early, make it down to Pennsylvania for this second repower. It's been a hectic day. Traffic in New York was terrible. Traffic in Connecticut was terrible. Actually, it was better in Connecticut today than it was yesterday. But yesterday, when I was going in on 95 North, like, as soon as I crossed the border, man, I'm talking about the interstate, 95 North, like, nothing moving, like, nothing, bumper to bumper. I mean, it wasn't too bad today coming out. But coming out of Connecticut, going up through New York, man, I don't even want to drive a car in New York, man. Them motherfuckers crazy. But hey, I made it out safe. I don't know exactly where I'm at right now. But I guess I'll be going into New Jersey in the morning probably. Good night, people. Tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. When you're sleeping in places like this, try not to idle the engine. You're already not supposed to be here. I hope a police officer don't come knocking on my window 2, 3 in the morning, want to know what the fuck I'm doing here. But I'm just going to tell them, like, hey, officer, I was in a situation, I only had like 13 minutes left to drive. I had to pull over. Had to make it to a safe place. And I actually, what made me come on this road actually is I seen the sign said hospital. I mean, so you know, hospital parking lots is pretty big. But when I got to the stoplight, it was a right turn to get to the hospital, but it was just too many cars on that road coming off, and I didn't even want to try to swing this trailer over there. So gotta stay safe, people. So instead of me trying to swing out wide and go right with all that traffic, I seen this little shopping area, so I just kept going and busted the left right there, and that's where I'm at. But since I have a better understanding of the clock now, I mean, I know that's something I had to learn. A lot of things you got to learn as a new trucker, you know, trial and error. Like when I was with my trainer one time I forgot to put the the fuel cap back on the fuel tank. Got to rushing, cause I was thinking once you fill up both tanks. Oh man, my eyes hurt. I was thinking once you fill up both tanks, if you don't hurry up and go ahead and start pumping to death, then the pump was gonna cut off. So that's what I thought, but I was wrong about that. It ain't gonna cut off. I mean, if you take 15, 20 minutes, maybe it might cut off, but you 5 minutes just to hang those pumps back up for the diesel, you'll be good. So yeah, and then we was going down the road, and another truck driver came up beside us and blew the horn and pointed to the CB, and the CB, he was like, your fuel cap's off. I was like, oh hell. It's raining outside right now. Usually when it rains, it don't be too cold. So that's a good thing, because I ain't gonna out of my engine. But maybe you know, Applebee's, maybe they might be a good sport. You know, I just ate in there. First meal I ate today, besides my little lunch that the stuff that I got in here to snack on when I'm at the shippers, you know, waiting. So yeah, man, little mistakes like that. You know, once you make them mistakes one time, I mean, you gonna make mistakes. Once you make a mistake one time, you'll know not to make it again. Cause now every time I get fuel, I make sure them fuel caps is back on. And now same with this situation. Now that I understand this clock better, cause I actually had called the Tulsa DM, the night DM, and talked to him, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, once your 14 hours starts from the time you log on in the morning. When you hit that pre-trip or whatever, your time starts. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know about how the off-duty works. I don't know if I don't think it'll start on the off-duty. But that's another question I'ma ask. If anybody happen to see this and know the answer, just let me know, please. Cause yeah, now I understand that clock a little bit better. So next time I know, if I get down to 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I need to start pulling over so I don't be in a situation where I gotta pull over first place I can get. My cigarette went out. My automatic lighter only works in the front seat. It don't work in the back. In the back, you can use a regular lighter. If y'all seen this Love's lighter, seen it in my other video, shout out to Love's. My new favorite truck stop. I don't like Pilot no more. I like Love's for the point system. I'm a diamond right now. So free showers, free drinks, diamond status. Pilot, you gotta buy like 7 cups of coffee and you get the 8th one free. I mean, that sucks. Love's, once you get diamond status, I don't know about the other status for that, cause I'm in diamond. But diamond status, free showers, free refills. And let me tell you, and I love staying at Love's too, cause when I'm at Love's, even if I gotta just take a dump, I go get it, especially in the daytime when ain't nobody in the showers. Even if I don't gotta take a shower, but I just gotta take a number 2, I go in there and get a shower cause it's free. That way I can be in privacy, using the bathroom. Plus drink all the coffee you want cause it's free too. So shout out Love's. No more Pilot. And I don't even want to talk about petrol. I asked the guy the other day, I went and got a petrol card just the other day. And I went to the counter and asked for one. And they was like, you got to go to the kiosk. So I went to the kiosk, and man, the kiosk, that thing is terrible. I mean, you be hitting the same letter 10 times before it finally shows up on the screen. Hope I ain't talking y'all heads off, man. I just like to talk. Tell y'all about my experiences. It is what it is. All right, people. Good night.